Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Edem with Global Abundance LLC, back with another video. On this channel, we talk all things real estate, commercial, and residential. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. We also sprinkle in a little bit of financial literacy and some mindset content in there because it's really important to have our mind right as we move forward in this business. So we also have a free VIP group where a group of investors and like-minded individuals like yourself share information on what's working, what's not working, answer questions, and learn and grow as a community together. So if you'd like to join that, I'll leave the link in the description below, and it's free to join. So we'd love to have you there. So today's video is about selling a house rent to own. So if you are currently in the process of selling your house, um, this is an option that you may want to take. Maybe you've tried selling your house before and listing it, and it, just didn't catch fire, and you weren't able to close on the property and get it to the finish line. So this is a way you could possibly, earn some monthly income and, get a nice piece of change up front, and also uh, get your actual asking price in the end when it's all over. So uh, let's get into today's video. All right, so selling a house, rent to own. If you don't really need the full amount from selling your home right now, you can find a buyer a lot quicker, generate monthly income, while at the same time setting yourself up to get the price that you want for your house. A rent to own agreement will do this for you. You'll get a down payment up front, a monthly rent payment, and should be higher than average market rent for your property. You'll be collecting checks for the life of your rental agreement and getting your asking price when the terms are up. So those are some of the benefits of selling your house with the rent to own agreement in place. The down payment is non-refundable, by the way, also. So just here's a general overview of how it goes. You want to set your criteria. Okay. Selling your property with the rent to own agreement is going to open you up to a whole new pool of buyers. Now, that's a great thing, but you can't enter into agreement with just anybody. So have an understanding of what you're willing to accept as a minimum credit score, down payment, and the length of the agreement. Try to think like a management company here in this case and screen potential buyers with a fine-tooth comb. You don't want a problem tenant move in that, could have, you could have seen that coming a mile away from the beginning. The agreement with your potential buyer is going to be for a set amount of time until they're able to buy the property outright. You need to work with the potential buyer who is going to follow through on their end of the deal. They may have the best intentions, but being able to actually follow through on the agreement could be a whole different story. So, very important to dig into the, the character and the backstory and so on and so forth of any tenant that you choose to rent your house. If they were denied before for a conventional loan, that may be a red flag that you don't want to, deal with. If you look on their credit report and see that they have a lot of late payments, you know, destroyed credit, that's giving you the idea that you could have problems out of them as well. Okay. And this is why they need to rent to own, because they don't have the ability to, you know, get a conventional loan due to their credit profile. So very important to keep on top of that. Next, you're going to just agree on the terms. Once you know what kind of tenant you're looking for, you need to find someone who agrees to those terms. The both of you should be in alignment on the rent paid each month, the down payment amount, and any portion of the rent that goes towards the possible purchase of the home. You also need to define a time frame that works for both parties. This is not an indefinite agreement. So within 1 to 3 years, the renter must purchase the home outright or walk away, losing their non-refundable down payment and option to buy in the process. That's what a rent to own is. It's renting to own with an option to buy later on. That tenant can always walk away, at the end of the term, which is actually better for you. You get to go ahead and wash, rinse, repeat. You still have that non-refundable down payment that they paid, assuming that they paid all the way up until the time of purchase and they just wasn't able to get the funds or the conventional loan to be able to actually purchase. They will walk away and you'll be able to repeat the process again. You still have the property. Next, you want to create a legal contract. When you use a rent to own agreement for selling your house, it's critical that everything is set up legally. You don't want to be hit with a lawsuit or find yourself in a place where you need to file one yourself. A rent to own agreement will be detailed, covering every scenario possible to protect everybody. A good option for you is to reach out to a local real estate attorney and have them review your contract to make sure everything is legal and everybody's protected, all parties. The last thing I want to talk about is having a way out. Just like in any everyday rental scenario, in a rent to own agreement, you're able to evict the tenant if they aren't paying rent or if they violated that agreement in any sort of way. You don't want to ever come to this, obviously, right? But you still should be familiar with the eviction process wherever your property is and knowing what your rights and what the tenant's rights are. The house is still yours until it's been paid in full. So until that day, you need to protect it with everything, making sure nobody is occupying the property that'll cause damage or lower the property value. And again, this ties back to screening your tenants correctly. Now, another thing I wanted to add to that is just because a tenant, you know, isn't able to get a conventional loan right now doesn't mean that they're necessarily a problem. And also look at it from the angle of they are invested into this house, right? They gave you a non-refundable down payment. They're making payments every month. If they decided at the end to not exercise their option, it's not like they're getting their rent payments back. So it at the end of the day, this is somebody that's, for the most part, going to take care of the property. It's not like just a regular renter who's in the property and for whatever reason they stop paying and they decide to trash the property on the way out. Not saying that that couldn't happen, but the likelihood of that is decreased because of the fact that they've put so much money and time and energy into the property they're living there with the intention of actually buying the property. So, just go ahead and keep that in mind. And, that's pretty much it for this video. That's for the most part a quick overview, not too detailed, but just enough to kind of give you an idea of what's going on if you're looking into possibly doing that for yourself. If you have any other questions, comments, or ideas or experiences selling a house, rent to own, go ahead and leave a comment in the section below, and I will touch back bases with you, and we'll have a conversation about it. Till next time, hopefully you found this information useful. If so, hit that like button, share, subscribe so we can get it out, and I'll see you in the next video.